Well, we forced 15 people in person and 10 people online to brag about themselves at the yesterday's in-person mini workshop, organized by our personal incubator that makes Silicon Valley class accelerator level support accessible for everyone. And yes, you heard that right. We literally practice bragging about ourselves in the room, but not in fake, arrogant, or cringe way, because that part is where most people usually avoid. And then we practice how to turn personal stories, small wins, skills, and progress into real signals that help people understand who you are, what you do, and why they should trust you. This was a very compressed version of what we learned and implemented at our personal incubator at Open for Co. That became the biggest highlights of our the secret behind the first Signal mini workshop at Venture Capital Tokyo. And honestly, we couldn't cover everything that we planned, which is fine. Instead of boring one-way session, it became an engaging conversation. People raised their hands, asked questions, shared their struggles, practiced talking about themselves, and yes, we had a lot of laughters too. The key shifts we discussed was simple. The old way: wait until you have a company, product, funding round, and perfect achievement that will consider it as a quote-unquote traction to get into the most privileged accelerator programs and incubators that is extremely selective. But the new way says that build your first thing early through your own personal story, skills, presence, and network from your own very human personal story and network. And that is often manifested through social media. But trust, attention, taste, live stories is what makes it more valuable, but these are the human attributes. So here are the key highlights from the session. Obviously, everyone's favorite part was the self-bragging. That's actually what iterative learning means. This is such a rare environment that you can really talk these kind of things out loud to really figure out what makes you really special and finding your unfair advantage, which everybody has it, by the way. Think carefully. Another key highlight is your story is not a soft asset, it's a strategic asset that makes you as a human being considered as an asset. This is so incredibly valuable that venture investors also often include their decision-making process. Another one is that if you can't explain your own value, the market never sees it. And then we learn when you turn your own wins into stories, lessons, signals, that it becomes value for others, which is basically creating piece of content. And then we talk and practice that why people don't invest in products, they invest in clarity and the person behind the work. And another highlight was how to validate your ideas through this by creating also content rapidly so you can capture signals from the market, signals that people react, so that gives you good clear clues to truly discover what people really want. That's the ultimate way of customer discovery in today's world. And then I share a bunch of interesting startup stories that people who discovered their customers through this process and rapidly build product, test many ideas. If something's really sticks through this process and build a final product and expand them through it. And that's the point that we truly express one thing, which is the content is the product is the content. And it all starts with your personal asset that become your business asset over time, step by step. So that's why we have built the Open for Co personal incubator to help founders, professionals, creators, and operators to turn their stories, skills, presence, and network into real signals, create signals, and capture opportunities. And we made the top accelerator grade support accessible for everyone with one-to-one membership based. So easy to plug in and out and get regular support and exposure on you to grow your network, produce contents, and many more while trying new business opportunities, ideas, new startup ideas, product ideas, and so on, and learn and practice the vibe coding and automation through agentic AI. All goes through side by side. Check out our program details at openflow.co. Link in the description, in the bio, and the comments. I highly encourage everyone to enroll. But if you are not ready, no worries. There's also a free version of it. Just check it out and sign out to our free version.